What is going on, obscure mic people? Once again, I'm back. I've already released a video today, but I got overly excited at a new product that I received from CAD. CAD, thank you very much. They sent me the device. They're not paying me to say anything about the device. It's my own opinion. They just wanted me to check it out, which I think is very cool because CAD is from Ohio, and so is this guy. So, and this is one we've been talking about on the Discord because it comes in at $69, which puts it basically against a class of the Audiobox Go, the M Audio Duo, the Solo, the 2-channel version of the Solo that's $69. Audiobox Go $79. You got the Behringer UM2. You got the UMC22 for $89, I believe. So it's in that budget range, that sub $100 category. And it is the brand new, the CAD CX2, the Connect 2 CX2 USB audio interface. And yeah, what comes in it is the interface, which I'm using, so I'm not going to show you, and a USB A to C cable. Now, obviously, even though this is never really my mic of choice, I'm using the Shure SM7B, and I probably will for just about every interface that is ever on this channel, because the first thing you want to know is, can it power the hardest microphone on the planet to power? Can it get good levels out of the one microphone that needs, a solid 60 dB of gain to get good levels out of it? Now, I know we looked at the Tayun Q12 the other day. That did it for $29. But we got to be realistic about some things. That device is really cool, really cheap. It's going to get you recording, but it's not really perfect for everything. Like, it's not good. It might be okay to run out to your monitors, but the headphone amp was a little subpar. Not everybody's going to want a hollow plastic mixer as their main interface. It's a fun thing to use. I would have no qualms using it full time until it died or I dropped it and busted or something like that. But at the same time, you want a little bit more out of your interface sometimes. So let's ignore that the Tayun Q12 exists, and let's talk about this. I'm not going to go deep into specs. Hopefully Julian Krause gets his hands on one of these because he's the man. My interface reviews are basically, is it going to work for you? Is it going to power all your mics? Is it noise free? Is the headphone amp decent? Does it have good connections? Are the knobs wobbly? Are they good? Are they not wobbly? Do they dangle? Do they not? So let's get into the CAD Connect 2 CX2. So let's get right into it. The CAD Connect 2, the CX2 interface, very normal interface body. You've got two XLR combo jacks. That's a good thing right off the rip. As you can see, with the SM7B, we are using full power here. We've got the gain cranked all the way up, but I can also step it back a little bit and still get decent levels, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. It is going down, so you can see that we're losing it. We'll go ahead and go all the way back up. The great thing about this device right off the rip is there is no huge jump when the gain is all the way up. It's very smooth. It works very well. You have instrument and line level switches for your two combo jacks. You have direct monitoring, mono or stereo. Nice touch there. Not everything has that. You've got a line out knob, your headphone volume knob, and your headphone jack. Now, let me go ahead and say the headphone amp is extremely adequate. More adequate than the Audiobox Go. More adequate than the Tayun Q12. More adequate than most interfaces I have come across. So for $69, you're getting a device that can power the Shure SM7B no problem. Seriously, no problem, and quietly. Sounds pretty damn quiet to my ears. And you're getting a good headphone amp. The build of the CAD Audio CX2 is completely metal. On the rear of the device, you're going to get a pair of 1/4-inch right and left outputs on the CX2. You're going to get your USB-C connection, and you are going to get a phantom power on-off switch in the back and your Kensington lock port. The device has pretty solid weight to it. It's nothing crazy, but you can tell it's not a hollow piece of plastic. It is actually somewhat substantial. Not the heaviest interface I've ever used by any means, but it is pretty good, and I do appreciate that it is metal and it is a solid construction. Last thing before I get back to my ugly face, these knobs and dials have absolutely, and I mean absolutely, zero give. There is no wobble to these at all. This thing is actually really, really well put together for $69. I'm not sure what more you want in an interface if you're not too concerned with specs and dynamic range and all that. Again, Julian Krause is the man when it comes to that, but I will tell you some of the specs that are on the side of the box. It is 24-bit, 96 kilohertz for $69. I appreciate the heck out of that. That is kind of at least the minimum these days on an interface. You want 24-bit, you want 96 kilohertz at a minimum. You get it here for $69. Frequency response, 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. You got phantom power, your dynamic range 118 dBA, and your an EIN of negative 110 dBA. Again, I'm not the specs guy. I'm the guy that wants to plug it in, see if it's going to do everything I need it to do for all my mics in my studio, and is it going to be quiet? Does it feel cheap and janky? The headphone amp is super important to me. And of course, will it run this? I don't use this, but if I know it runs this, I don't have to worry about anything else at all. So it was plug and play. Plugged it up. It was ready within seconds. As far as concerns about this device, I have none. USB-C, running everything that I need it to run quietly. Good headphone amp, solid knobs, direct monitoring in mono or stereo. There's a lot to like here with 2 combo jacks, and I gotta say I'm quite impressed by this device. If I had to rank them, I would rank this above the Audiobox Go. I've owned the UMC-22. I think it's a better buy than the UMC-22. I think it's a better buy than the UM2. What other interfaces are out there for $69 or under, which I know one of those I named was $89, and the Audiobox Go's $79. But the Teiyun Q12 is kind of a overall interface champ, but that is a mixer. It is a mixer. This is an audio interface champ that is multi-track. So you got your 2 inputs there. You can do multi-track. So as far as a pure audio interface goes with multi-track capabilities, in my opinion, for the non-super technical expert, I think this is the new champion of the multi-track audio interfaces, the CAD CX2. The folks at CAD told me they thought they had a home run with this one. I have to agree. I have to 1,000% agree. I think they knocked it out of the park. It's $69. Link down below if you want to grab it. I was too excited to do this one, so we did it. Powering an SM7B, not my favorite mic, but it tells me all I need to know about the capabilities of the preamps here. Let's move on. Julian, you got to get this thing and tell me what you think about it, because I'm sure once you tear it apart, look at everything, go through all the specs, there's going to be a lot that I don't know about this device that you're going to tell me. But as far as hooking up, recording, getting going, 2 tracks, you're good with this one. This is a great device for $69 in my opinion. Shure mics, that's all I got. Peace out.